The SFA annual conference entitled Boost took place on Wednesday the 10th of June in the Clyde Court Hotel, Dublin. The event's host was Claire Byrne and speakers included Minister for Public Expenditure and Reform Brendan Howland TD, Kilkenny hurling manager Brian Cody, communications expert Terry Prone and blind adventure athlete and bionic man Mark Pollock. The event was sponsored by Rabo Direct and the media partner was the Sunday Business Post.
We've had a fantastic day today. We have over 300 people here. I think the atmosphere is very positive. Over 70% of members are telling us that they're seeing really strong improvement in their business. Over 60% are planning to hire new people and about 40% are actually able to give pay increases this year. So the signs are very positive, but we are conscious that it's not evenly spread. Different sectors are faring differently and certainly the regional lag is a point of concern. It's very lonely being a small business owner, so one of the big advantages of coming today is being able to network with other companies to potentially do some new business, but most importantly to share ideas, problems, experiences and to learn from others. And that's really a key part of what we do in the Small Firms Association, is connecting over 8,500 member companies. We've had fantastic support from exhibitors this year who include Rabo Direct, VHI, ETC, Herb Software, O'Leary's, Insurances, Credit Review Office, the SBCI, Microfinance Ireland, An Post, NERA and the ODCE.
It's a huge opportunity for the SFA to put its message across to government and to its members and to say, look, are we on the right track? Because the messages we put across this morning were to do with capital gains tax, were to do with procurement, were to do with the minimum wage, were to do with mandatory pensions. We were saying, look, we're still here, we are the backbone of this economy. Are we doing the right things as your representative body? And if we are, great, and if we're not, tell us.
We first heard from Dr. Nina Burns, who was very much talking about looking at yourself and what's holding you back and talking about things like mindfulness and not being an island. And I think people learned some very good personal lessons from her.
The most impressive speaker I saw this morning was Brian Cody. I thought he, over a very short period of time, without a note in his hand, explained how he had taken a team through highs and lows and kept remotivating them, kept reboosting them, to use the term of the conference.
What I talked about this morning at the conference was leadership and team building and all of that. To me, the most important things are, first and foremost, I think, is to get a real spirit within the group and to cultivate that spirit where you have everybody driving forward together, create a real passion for what the whole thing is about. Obviously, there'll be challenges along the way, there'll be setbacks along the way, and that's how you deal with those setbacks will probably define you really as an organisation or as a group. And I think it's important that when things don't go the way you want them to go, not to look for excuses. You've got to look at every aspect of your preparation and of your organisation. And to me, they're very, very important aspects of the whole thing.
We then heard from Peter Cosgrove in CPL, who had some amazing insights into just how fast the world is changing in terms of technology and talent and innovation, and really good tips for people in terms of practical implementation. And then we heard from Tim Bicknell from Rabo Direct about the overall concept of managing your business and managing your money as well.
Today I was speaking about my experiences of acquiring blindness and more recently paralysis, and also what I did in the aftermath, going to the South Pole after blindness and now exploring the possibilities of a cure for paralysis. So my point was that sometimes we can choose our challenges and sometimes challenges just choose us, but what we decide to do about it is what counts. And I gave 3 points. One, about deciding to be realistic enough to deal in the facts as a starting point, being brave enough to compete, or at least try, and finally being humble enough to reach out, ask for help and start collaborating.
The idea at the end of today is that we're all going to leave inspired and able to go back to business to actually implement some of the practical things we've taught, but really to have confidence in boosting our business and moving forward post-recession into a really dramatic new era of growth.